What is up, everyone? Caveman Crypto here, and today I'd like to discuss this article that was published on Coindesk.com called "Now is the Time to Rally to Web3 Gaming." The article itself is very good, but I'd like to point out two of the main points of this article. These are the things that I've been talking about for a while now, and so let's dive into it and see what it's all about. Now, the first topic I'd like to discuss is here where it says if you're comparing Web3 games to Web2 games, you're going to be disappointed, mainly because Web2 games have had decades and decades and decades to fine tune their business models, their games, to build a fan base. They've had a major head start, whereas Web3 has only been popular in the last, I don't know, 5 years. Now, Web3 has been around for longer than that, maybe a decade, but really didn't have much traction until like 5 years ago or so, whenever CryptoKitties came out and Axie Infinity and all that. But even then, those were very simplistic games, just kind of like testing the waters with Web3. And over the last couple of years, we've seen it transition from that to now we have full on AAA titles in Web3. But still, it's still a very new market, still a very new thing for us. And so it's not really fair to compare. And I see this a lot with like metaverse games, right? Decentraland, Sandbox, and people are comparing them to, full-fledged games like Minecraft and Roblox, which has had a long time to build that user base, and they're like, well, why doesn't Decentraland have that? Well, Decentraland's very new. It's building new users every day. It's getting bigger and bigger. It's getting better and better. But Roblox and Minecraft have had a huge head start, so it's really not fair to compare the user bases across the two. And I think we'll see year after year Web3 getting more popular. And at some point, we're going to have what I'm calling the flippening, right? So the flippening in crypto is when, like, say, Ethereum overtakes Bitcoin or something on the market cap, then that would be a flippening. I think we might see a flippening happening at some point with Web3 flipping Web2, where instead of Web3 being some kind of niche market, now it becomes the main market, and mainly because of the next point that I want to discuss. Okay, so here you go. It says, at its core, Web3 gaming is about giving players real ownership. And this is huge because too many people think that NFTs are all about getting rich off cartoon monkeys. But NFTs and Web3 is about ownership, real ownership, where the things you buy and the things you've earned, you actually get to keep and do what you want, right? Imagine skins that you buy in League of Legends or Fortnite. In those games, you can't do anything with that skin because you don't actually own it. But in the Web3 world, you buy that skin, you could use it for a while, and then you could trade it, you could give it to a friend, you could try to sell it. Same goes for other stuff, right? So people always think about like skins and weapons, but NFTs can apply to things like your in-game achievements. It can apply to your account itself, right? Imagine you play a game, you've worked your way up to the platinum level. In the traditional Web2 world, you can't do anything with that account and that platinum ranking. You could sell it, it'd be off the books a little bit, and it gets real shady real fast because you have to deal with like PayPal or Venmo transactions. You have to share email passwords or whatever you have to do to sell that account. Whereas in the Web3 world, it's all about ownership. You own your account, you own that time and effort you put into the account, and now you can do what you want with it, such as selling it, giving it away, trading, or whatever. And that's such a huge, huge concept of Web3. And I'm hoping more people kind of realize this. And maybe at some point we see a flippening of some sorts where instead of the default being Web2 games, people start looking at Web3 games as the default business model, the default games that people are looking for, right? And this is something I've been saying for a while now. So this article really resonated with me. And that's basically all I have on this. This article goes into other stuff too, has other games and the success stories of other Web3 games and how much money is being poured into this. So go check out the article for sure. But these are kind of the two main points that really stuck with me on this article. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's any Web3 games I should be checking out. I'll talk to you guys later. See you.